Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Hey, you guys. This is your girl, Disparate Amelia, back again with another video. I hope you all have had a blessed year and have found multiple things to be grateful for. I am welcoming you all to 12 days to the new year. I just wanted to blast out a couple of videos that recap my whole year in 12 days, which there's 12 months in a year, so I thought I would do 12 days of continuous videos. Not necessarily like Vlogmas, so I won't be vlogging, but I will be recapping a lot of things, taking questions and answers, doing tags, my Music Mondays, favorite products of the year for these next 12 days. So this is day 1. As you can see in the title, an end of the year tag Q&A. I actually made up some of these questions. I used to love doing tags, but I looked up end of the year tags and no one really had a set list of questions for people to answer. So I just came up with a couple of questions for myself. Some of them are from my 2016 tag, and then some of them I really wanted to address in this video because I haven't sat down and talked to you guys for a very long time. I was so passionate about my YouTube channel, just getting my voice out there and heard, and I really want to continue doing that because I'm still passionate about creating content. I've been really wrapped up in like school and different projects that I've been doing, so I need to get back on track, right? This is a little bit of a different scenery. I moved, as I told you guys. I'm like trying to block this one piece of sun so my face can be in it, and it cannot be reflecting off of this window, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. If you would like to do this tag, feel free to do this tag. I highly encourage it. I think tags are a great way to know about the people you're watching, to get some information from them, and to learn, I guess, about that person or what makes that person. If you have any questions at the end of this video or ideas, please put them in the comment box below. But I hope you enjoy these 12 days to the new year. Video number 1, let's go. So first question is my best memory of 2018. As you all know, I've been pumping out these vlogs from this summer where I went to Lacoste. Those just recently finished, so please check those out if you would like to check them. I will put that down below. I'll be putting a lot of videos down below if you guys want to check them out and my experiences. I went to Lacoste for like 3 months this summer. I was studying abroad with my school, Savannah College of Art and Design, and I wanted to go to France for so long, you guys. When I was 16, I think I gave my mom like an ultimatum. I was like, yeah, okay, that's not what I did. I didn't sound like that. I was basically like, I really want to go to France because, you know, my vision was to see the Eiffel Tower. I really wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. It's a big staple. I loved Paris. I love France. I took French, I think, all 4 years of high school. So I was very into like French culture and I really wanted to see what was happening. So I was like, I really would love to go to Paris or get a car, basically, because I've been driving for a long time. Even though I don't have a car, I've been driving for a little minute and I just wanted a car of my own. So it turns out that I didn't get either of those things. No. But I was very grateful for what I had at the time. So fast forwarding a couple of years, finished high school, almost finished college now. My school has a study abroad program where you can go to Lacoste or Hong Kong. I was like, sign me up. I did the whole process and everything, and I got to go. It was a time where I learned the most about different cultures because I've been outside of the country before, but it's mostly been with my family. Like, my family's from Jamaica, so I go to Jamaica a lot, and I think that's basically it. But with me going outside of the country, it's like a second home for me. So going to France was a completely new experience. My best memory out of the whole experience was going to the Eiffel Tower. It was so amazing. We went to the Eiffel Tower our first day in Paris. I literally remember being there because that was our first night. We were really tired. We were traveling the whole day and we finally got there. My friend Amatula was like, let's go to the Eiffel Tower, and I'm like, yes girl, let's go. So it was Amatula, Saida, and Alicia. We were all there, and I remember crouching down in the middle of the grass, just looking up like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is so real. And no lie, I started crying, you guys. I like started crying. It wasn't like boohoo crying, but it was literal just tears just rolling down because I was so grateful and so thankful to be in a position where, even though it didn't happen when I was 16, it happened at a point in my life where I could really experience it and appreciate it and be grateful for the things that have happened. And I wanted to go so bad, and just being in front of the Eiffel Tower, like looking up at the lights, it's gorgeous. I'm thankful to God that I even got the chance to study in France, because there are so many things that could not have allowed me to do that. So I'm so thankful. That was my best memory of 2018, hands down. Next question is biggest obstacle. My biggest obstacle would probably be myself. And if you hear like some cars passing by, I live like pretty close to the street, so just so you know. My biggest obstacle would probably be myself. I'm a very stubborn little bean. I really am. So when I have an idea, I run with it. You're not gonna tell me it's wrong, because I already did the research. I planned it out. I did this and this, so I know what I'm talking about. And I'm a very stubborn person. Sometimes when I have ideas, it's like my way or the highway, or I don't want anybody to help me with it because they're not gonna do it like how I want them to do it. So I decide to, you know, keep things to myself, or I decide to do things, like a lot of things, all by myself. And I realized that I don't have to do that. Like sometimes I feel like I'm alone, like I feel like I'm by myself, and that's not necessarily true. I do have people who are in my corner, who are willing to help me, who are willing to put in the same work that I'm willing to put in. So I think my biggest obstacle was not allowing myself to open up to other people and to let them help me, to receive some help, because I don't know everything. I really don't. I'm very good at finessing what I have. I love using what I have. I don't like asking people for different things. Like I don't like asking people for things. Like I feel like I'm begging and it's not mine, so I'm not gonna ask you for it. I like to get things on my own. So I think my biggest obstacle was not asking for help this year, even though I got through, obviously. My biggest accomplishment. Ooh, 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 ooh. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, which is the same thing as my YouTube name, Disparate Amelia, you would know that I booked a commercial this year, which was amazing. A commercial for Kaiser Permanente. It is now live on all Atlanta stations. It's a local commercial, so if you're in the Atlanta area, then you're gonna be able to see it. But it was super cool. That's my biggest accomplishment. I'm in school for performing arts right now, so being in the entertainment industry, being in television or being in film, that's what I really want to do with my life after school. So just to get a little taste of it was pretty amazing. I think I've seen it on TV twice. I saw it, and it was like during some really big shows in Atlanta. Well, one was Love and Hip Hop, no shame, okay? And then the other one was Real Housewives of Atlanta. My commercial showed in between the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was so cool. I've had a lot of people message me and tell me that they've seen it, or like send me pictures or send me videos, so I really appreciate it. And it was just a very humbling, grateful experience, and I got paid for it, so that was my first paid job. That's what I should say. My first paid professional job. Because I've done things on TV before, but I was not getting paid for it, honey. Lessons learned from this year. I have learned so much. From January to December, it has been a complete roller coaster emotionally, relationship-wise. With myself, I've really become a different person. Like travel in general has changed me, and not for the worse, definitely for the better. Like I'm the same person, but changed in a similar way. Lessons I've learned: ask and you shall receive. Okay, so basically trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. Ooh, let me find a scripture because it's gonna bless you. What God has planned for people who love him is more than eyes have seen or ears have heard. It has never even entered our minds. That's 1 Corinthians 2 verse 9. It's literally so true. Like, the things I have planned for myself are so small in comparison to what God has planned for my life. So even though I'm asking for it, it's not gonna come right now. But I will receive those blessings tenfold. God is so good, y'all. Like, I was gonna say so good to me, but he's so good in general. So good for me to even be alive and breathing, sitting here right now talking to you guys about my life. It's been so crazy, but I've learned so much, and I'm so grateful for everything that I have learned in this year. It's been so beautiful. I've become a different person. I'm demanding what I want. That's another lesson that I've learned. Demand. And not like in a mean way, but literally let people know this is what you're about, this is what you're taking, and don't receive any less. Do not lower your standards. I'm talking about in your work, I'm talking about in your creation, I'm talking about how you brand yourself, I'm talking about how you work with other people, whether that's a school project or you're doing something for yourself. Demand no less than what you put forth on the table, okay? You deserve to have great things. You deserve to yield the things that you're putting back out into the world. We're not really deserving beings, human beings, you know what I'm saying? But if you give out good energy, you will get back good energy. If you're a good person, you're gonna have good people around you, and you need to be aware of that. Demand your space. Demand respect. Demand your place in this world. You are you, and nobody else can come in between that. Nobody else can compete with that. You're the only person on this earth. So demand how people see whoever you are, because you have the space and the opportunity and the right to do that. Demand who you are, seriously. And also work for it. Work for it and keep it. You're not gonna get something sitting on your back. You gotta get up, do what you do, work hard every single day, show up every single day. Even if you're not feeling well, you have to push through. Show people that you are here and you're determined to get what you want in life. Be a great person. Put in the work. Make sure you're studying. Make sure you know what you're talking about, because you will not be credible if you're trying to tell somebody else what to do and your work or your grades or your material that you put up is looking crazy. And then you're gonna expect other people to keep showing up and coming to whatever you got going on, or to be helping you with whatever you got going on. You have to make sure that yourself is correct and right before you even try to correct anyone else. Favorite movie of this year. What is my favorite movie of this year? I'm gonna name a couple that I saw. This is literally about to be a list now that I think about it. Black Panther was really amazing. That came out in February this year. It was a monumental moment in black cinema for me. So I really love Black Panther. I'm looking out the window. I don't know why I always do that. There's some beautiful flowers out there, so sorry. If Beale Street Could Talk, it was a very beautiful, different film. It's very artistic and I like it. I'm literally about to look up movies that came out this year because I don't know. I tried to like do these on the spot, like answer the questions on the spot, but I should have thought about this one before. Also, The Hate U Give. Green Book, oh my gosh, was really amazing. I really loved that movie. It was great. Black Klansman, Now They're Coming to Me. Ridiculous. Black Klansman was also an amazing film. I got to present the award for John David Washington this year, coming to my school for Savannah Film Fest. That's another great memory. He was an amazing person, like just human being, and that was really cool to watch the film with him in the audience. That was amazing, and the film was fantastic. That was probably my favorite film of this year, Black Klansman. Like, I really love artistic like films. Like Spike Lee, he has his own style of filmmaking that really came out with Black Klansman, but it was also very true to the story because it was based off of a true story. So it represented both very, very, very well. Yeah, it was nice. I really liked Black Klansman. My camera overheated, so now I'm chasing light. Fantastic. Okay, next thing, how I have improved myself this year. One of my goals next year is to work on committed consistency, making sure that I am being committed to being consistent. That's basically what it means in every aspect of my life, whether that's in relationships, like reaching out to people, in my work, obviously, continuing to study, continuing to push out these videos for you all every everything and all that has to do with consistency for myself. That's what I have been working on. Also, I've learned that I don't have to take everything that people dish out to me. I really don't. I have the power to stand up for myself. I have the power to walk away from certain situations and still be all right in the end. I don't have to stay in something if it's making me uncomfortable, or if I don't feel like it's right in my gut. I have intuition on 1,000, and if something doesn't feel right, I'm not gonna stay in that. And I've learned that I can do that, and that I can still come out strong, and that I will still be the same person at the end of it, just learning new things. I don't have to argue anymore, to be honest. Like, I know what I want. I'm very sure of what I want. If it doesn't fit in with that, then we can just move on and keep it moving. Things that have helped me mentally this year. There's so many. God has helped me. And then I have a talkaholic tomorrow speaking more about this, but there's a song that says, "How you lonely in a room with God?" Okay? How you gonna be lonely in a room with the master of everything? I've learned that I'm never really alone. I've been in some pretty tough spaces this year emotionally, and the word of God, my faith, has really helped me mentally in everything that I went through or have been through this year. The people that I love are always very uplifting, that send me comments every single day or whenever they reach out has been pretty amazing. My mom, obviously, Kendall, who I love so much, and I know you're watching this video, so go ahead and give it a like. Yeah, Kendall, who I love so much. I literally met Kendall this year. Well, I've known of him, but like he's really become close to me this year, and that's one of my good friends. Y'all, I love you, boo. I know you watching this so hard. So Kendall, Brianni, my little nugget, I love her. Debbie Snacks, my girl has always been down for that count since freshman year. I love her to smithereens. All of my Lacoste peeps, Amatula, Alicia, Saida, who really kept me going through this whole summer, gave me a little family away from home because I was getting homesick towards the end of it, so I really appreciate those girls for that. Everyone that's just been looking out for me at school, all my professors, people who have given me advice this year, have just really uplifted me and kept me on the right mental path. I read a lot. I took a lot of positive breaks. Like no social media for a point, no social media for certain people at a point. I made sure I cut off a little bit of communication with some peeps because it just wasn't healthy for me anymore, and I'm literally my first priority. I can't help anyone else if I'm not feeling well, so I needed to make sure that I was together for this new year. And I'm a really strong person. I don't usually like talking about these kind of things, but I'm a very strong little bean, as I keep calling myself. I just really appreciate those moments of what seemed like the worst because they brought out the best in me. Another thing that helped me mentally is just having fun, enjoying life. You're always gonna get your work done. There's always gonna be another test, but take those moments to enjoy yourself and enjoy the people that you're around, and to listen to them. Make sure you're listening to other people's problems, because we are not the only ones with problems in this world. Trust me, baby. My pastor was saying, he was like, if everyone in this room wrote their problems down in a hat and then we passed it back around and everybody pick a different problem, you're gonna be like, oh, I want my problem back. You can take this. I don't want your problem, I want mine. Because everybody in this world is going through something. Like, that's one similarity that we all have. Everyone's going through something. So take the time to listen to that other person. You're not the only one struggling. You're not the only one going through hard times. So make sure you're uplifting and encouraging and supplying that other person with something that only you can, which is love. So make sure you're doing that, okay? Yes, you can see my light is kind of fading just a little bit, so we're gonna keep it moving on. Quotes that summed up my year. I've been doing a lot of inspirational quotes on my Instagram, mostly because I really needed it at a certain point. I just felt like I was going through a lot. I really needed some boost me up. So I am a Pinterest girl, down for the count, always love Pinterest, always on Pinterest to get new ideas and inspiration. And they do like memos sometimes that I can find, and I just posted them, repost them on my Instagram. And a lot of people have come to me and said, oh my God, these are amazing. You know, these relate to me. I really needed this. And I'm like, I'm so glad because I really needed it. So I'm glad that it helped you, because it definitely helped me to become stronger. So I'm glad that it's helping other people and not just myself, because it's not all about me, okay? But one of my favorite quotes of this year that I posted on my Instagram, it says, don't settle for nice, for pleasant, for familiar. Keep looking until you find something that really moves you, that resonates with your core. And I mean this for people, for interests, for hobbies, for your possessions, clothes, music, books, art, everything. Curate every aspect of your life as much as you can. It's in the things that deeply inspire us that we find ourselves. Surround yourself with truth and you'll have built yourself a heaven. That's basically my year summed up. I've been trying to curate my life in every single kind of way. This is my last year in college. I have 2 quarters left, so I graduate next June. And I've been trying to positively reshape who I am as a person, what I accept in my life, what I don't, who is around me, who I give up information to, who I talk to, people that I share certain things with, people who I share myself with that I shouldn't be sharing myself with, and that came out kind of wrong. Sharing pieces of me or information that I know that people just, they're not worthy of, to be honest. And I've learned how to curate that. And that quote really just, it summed up my year in the best way. I don't even have any other quote that goes over that, because that's basically who I was this year. I'm not settling for any less than positivity. If it's not positive, then get it out my space. If you're not trying to encourage me like I'm trying to encourage you, then you need to go. You need to leave. You're not producing anything in my life, and just being around you is not getting me anywhere. It's weighing me down. And that goes for everything: relationships, platonic relationships, a future boyfriend, whoever, people that I work with. I don't want anything negative and not helping me at all, because I can do a lot. Like I've expressed before, I can do a lot by myself. Real talk. Like this is about my end of the year, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I can do a lot by myself. I'm very capable of doing a lot of things by myself. I don't necessarily need help to do certain things. And if I feel like I'm dragging you along, if we're not on the same level when it comes to the mind or like working, then we don't need to be, listen, I don't have time. And I'm not talking about like people that I mentor. I'm talking about people like in terms of future relationships with people or friends. Like I don't need any, listen, we need to be on the same kind of hustle and bustle. Or what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I'm not sure if I'm communicating it well. So let me know, and let me know if you have any questions about it. But that's basically the quote that sums up my year. What excites me most about next year? I'm just super excited for life in general. I'm super excited for my career, my future. Graduation is so scary, but it's so exciting. So I'm super excited for my future. I am moving to Atlanta. I already live in Atlanta basically, but I'm moving to Atlanta, so I'll be in the city full time. I'm super excited for Showcase. I'm in a group at my school called Showcase. I'm very excited for that, to see where that goes and leads me. I'm excited for all the graduation activities that may be happening. I'm planning a couple of things for myself and for my friends, so I'm really excited about that. I'm just really excited for growth. And I'm really excited for new things that will be entering my life. Like I said, no eyes have seen and no ears have heard what the Lord has planned for me. So I'm just going to keep it open, and I'm very excited for whatever He has planned for my life. Very excited for that. Now I'll be doing some Q&A from Instagram. I asked some people to send me a couple of questions. So these are some of the questions that I got. And these are just general questions about myself. Sunrays, that's her Instagram name, which is my girl Kristen. She said, I know gratefulness is a major key for me to stay positive, but what about you? How are you so positive? And it's inspiring to see you always smiling. Thank you, Kristen. I love you, girl. Yeah, being grateful as well. I totally agree with that, with staying positive. Make sure I'm reading positivity, keeping positive energy around me. I need it. And if it's not positive and I am actually keeping that person in my life, I'm gonna check you, honey. And be like, no, that's not how we supposed to be doing things. That's not how that works. That's not how I present myself. So if you're gonna be my company, we not doing this. You're not presenting yourself like that. You need to get it together. That's how I check certain negative energy in my life. Reading the Bible, reading inspirational things. I started doing a little bit of meditation and having fun. Go out. I know it's cold outside, but at least get some fresh air once in a while. You know, eat some ice cream if you want to. Please yourself. Make yourself happy. I mean, don't be indulgent. Like, don't overdo it, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Like, get you a little face mask. Scrub your little crusted toes for the one time. You gotta take care of you. It'll make your spirits so much lighter. So that's what I do to stay positive. My girl Brianni, she is so funny, but this is her username down below. She said, why does Brianni love Amelia so much? Okay, that's all you need. Hashtag featured. She knows I love a hashtag. Thank you, girl. Brianni is so silly. Girl, why do I love you so much? Natalie also said the same thing. You guys are really cute. Natalie said, why are you so amazing and inspiring? Because you're so amazing and inspiring. Y'all are really sweet. Y'all are really nice. My girl Saganish, Gracie, she said, what are some things you do that make you feel spiritually grounded? All the same things that I've been saying before. A lot of prayer. I pray for everything. And I write down my prayers too sometimes. I like to write everything down. I do journal. And when I'm asking for specific things, I write them down. And sometimes I go back and read them like a prayer as well. But I make sure I pray morning, noon, night, every meal, everything. That's prayer before every show that I do. My beautiful friend Hayes, he used to pray with me every show too that we've been in. We've done a prayer right before we go on set or right before we go on. So that's been really amazing to have people like that in my life. And I make sure to check in with God all the time. If I feel like I haven't been on top of reading the Bible, then I say, excuse me. I'm really sorry and I need to get my life together. And I just stay in communication with God in my own way. Everyone has their different ways of communicating, but that's how I do it. Okay, Marie, she goes to SCAD. This is her username right here. She said, how did you start your YouTube channel and how do you keep it going and growing? So I started my YouTube channel when I was around 15. I was still in high school. I was like a sophomore in high school. At that time, I was like watching different skits and like funny things of people creating content in the entertainment field. That's what inspired me to do it, even though I didn't go that route with like doing skits and creating like actual shows on my YouTube channel. But I did do outfit of the days. I did like different outfit videos, which I am so ready to bring back to this channel. That's what I initially started with, like doing fashion and beauty, because I was very interested in that and I still am now. Keeping it growing and going. Like I said, I am working on committed consistency. So even if I'm not posting a video every single week, you at least get a video like every month. That is so bad. But yeah, I've really been working on being diligent and being committed to producing content, because not only because it's for you guys, but I actually do enjoy sitting down and talking about certain things and putting things out there for other people to hear. It's very enjoyable for me and I love doing it. I just have a passion for it, and I think that's me being genuine and talking about the actual things that have gone on in my life and keeping it raw, keeping it real, has helped it to continue to grow and go, as you said. That's really cute. Sid McPherce said, how do you keep up with your hair during school? Honey, it is a struggle. Sometimes it is. I used to have my friend Fatima, hey girl, do crochet braids for me, which were a amazing look when I always had my hair in like this big afro. So I usually have friends that can do my hair, and that's how I go about my day. I also twist my hair myself sometimes with braiding hair, or I get my hair twisted by somebody else in my area that I live in right now to twist my hair, to braid my hair before I go to school, and that usually lasts almost the whole quarter, and then I would take out my hair and maintain it until I go home, because I have natural hair right now, as you can see. But I've been doing my hair for a long time. I've been doing my hair since I was like 10, so I know how to oil my scalp, I know how to wash my own hair, I trim my own ends when I have to, or I trim my own ends when it's time. So if I like needed to do my hair by myself, then I definitely can. I'm all about the hairstyles, I'm all about the looks, so I am very experienced with doing my own hair, and obviously other people help me too. That's how I get on with that. Okay, I know I've moved all around the world trying to finish this video, but that was my last question. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch my channel, for subscribing, for liking, for watching every single video that I put out. I absolutely love and appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. But that was my end of the year tag. That was my first video in this 12 days before the new year. 12 videos before the new year, and I hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. Ooh, I hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. I don't know, I tried. Thank you all so much for everything, okay? Please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and tune in to my next video tomorrow. I hope you liked it. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.